Hey guys, and welcome back. In today's video I'm talking you through how to do this super glam makeup look. We've got a really vibrant smoky eye, flawless skin with a really pretty highlight and a glossy purple lip. If you want to find out how to get this look, just keep watching. I'm actually going to start off by doing my eyes today. I'm going to take my shadow shields. I find these really useful for catching any fallout. I'm just going to place these in the under eye area. To prep my lids today, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair Neutral. I'm just going to use a beauty blender to blend it out. For my eyeshadow today, I have the Urban Decay and the Jean Michel Basquiat palette. I'm going to go for the pink tones today. To really make those eyeshadows pop, I'm going to add a slight base coat onto my lid. This is the NYX Cosmetics Vivid Bright Cream colour. I have this in the shade Sugar Rush. It's just a really pretty light lilac shade. I'm just going to take a small amount of that on my finger and just press that onto the lid. And I'm just going to blend out the edges of that cream shadow. Back to the Jean Michel Basquiat palette, and I'm going to take the shade 1960, which is this really pretty matte hot pink colour. I'm going to use that to just blend out the transition and the lid colour. Moving on to this purple shade called Neo, I'm just going to apply that into the deepest part of the crease. Keep blending back and forwards to make sure that transition is seamless. To add a touch of glam to my makeup, I'm taking the NYX Cosmetics ABBA Glitter. I'm just going to take that and apply it into the center of my lids. Moving on to eyeliner, and I'm taking the Bourjois Kohl and Contour eyeliner, and this is in the shade 003 Misty Gris. I'm going to use this to just line my upper lash line. For mascara today, I'm using the Pure Fully Charged Mascara, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to the upper lashes. For my lashes today, I'm using the House of Lashes Pixie Luxe Lashes. These things are so beautiful, so fluttery, so light, and I love how they look. Now that my lashes are on, I'm just going to remove my shadow shield. This one is totally sticking into my eye and it needs to go. I'm just going to gently peel those off. For my brows today, I actually have a new product, and that is the Makeup Forever Brow Liner, and this is in the shade 20. I've never used a brow liner like this before. It has that kind of flexible silicone type tip to it. Let's hope it's not a total disaster. Now that the majority of my eye makeup is done, I'm going to move on to my foundation, and today I have the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Liquid Foundation. I do usually tend to use the stick, but I felt like mixing things up today, and using a clean, damp beauty blender, I'm just going to bounce the blender out. I'm going to move on to the under eye area, and to cover up my dark circles, I'm going to take the Smashbox Color Correcting Stick, and this is the Look Less Tired Dark Stick. I definitely feel like I could do with looking less tired right now. I'm going to apply the color corrector into the under eye area and then very gently blend it out. And to conceal the under eye area, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. I'm also going to take that concealer onto my chin and the center of my forehead. To set my base today, I'm using the Maybelline Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. Lightly dust over those areas where we applied concealer and anywhere else where we may need a little bit of extra powder. I'm going to move back to my eyeshadow and finish up my eye makeup. Start with the shade Neo. Next, I'm going to take the shade 1960 and just buff out the purple. To contour today, I have the Zoeva Contour Spectrum palette. I'm going to go ahead and take shade CN040, very catchy. I'm just going to start to slowly contour my skin. I'm also going to very lightly take that contour shade down the sides of my nose. For blush today, I'm using the Soap & Glory Made You Blush, and this is in the shade Twinkle Rose, which is like the cutest name for a blush product ever. I'm just going to sweep that blush using the brush it came with gently over my cheeks. And to highlight today, I'm taking the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter, and this is in the shade Kitten, and it's this really beautiful shimmering highlight. I'm also going to sweep that highlight into the inner corners of my eyes. And using the Marc Jacobs Pink of Me highliner, I'm just going to line my lower waterline. And for my lips, I'm starting with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil, and this is in the shade Pandemonium. I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips. For a touch of shine, I'm using the Rimmel London Oh My Gloss, and this is in the shade Master Pink. And this is the finished look. It is my super glam glittery summer makeup. I have no idea what to call this look, but I am feeling the purple and the green combination in the eyeshadow today. I feel like this might become my new night out makeup look. I don't know, I'm just kind of loving those colors together. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you like them? Do you dislike them? I don't mind if you dislike them, just let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, you can click here for makeup tutorials or here for product reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!